What's going on, crime fighters? And welcome back to the Film Cave. It's episode 23?
23.
20 damn 3. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Knight.
What's up, everybody? Logan Swish here. That was a dope little intro that you made there. I like it. This little slate that you got of the weekly content.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to up some shit up a little bit, slowly but surely.
I dig it.
Yeah, man, I'm trying. But like I said, it's a Film Cave. It's your one-stop shop for any and all goddamn things film and entertainment.
I remember last week you're like, I gotta stop cussing, and then you're like, God damn.
Oh yeah, that part would never stop. That's just fluid with that. It's like
I got you.
Instilled upon me. If I use that correctly. Probably not. It didn't sound right. But you get it.
I got you.
What's going on, man? How you been? What's happening?
Man, doing well. We are currently having a storm here, so if the power goes out, that'd be funny. But yeah, because we've had lightning and thunder and stuff. So we'll see what happens. But so far, we're good. So I'm not expecting anything too crazy. How are you, man?
I'm doing all right. I am officially fully vaxxed as of today.
Yeah.
So nothing yet, even on
it takes 2 weeks, but yet you got your second shot today.
Well, you know what I'm.
Yes.
Take my moment from me.
I want you to just. I don't want you to be one of those people that's like, oh, I got my shot yesterday. Let me go start making out with strangers.
Swan diving, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because I know people that have done it. But yeah, man. How are you feeling?
So at the moment, I don't feel anything, but I'm incredibly tired because I didn't get much sleep last night. I had to be up incredibly early. So I think that plus the shot kind of added a little because when I got home, I was like, I'm just going to face plant. I did that, and I felt like I had like a whole out-of-body experience when I woke up. I'm like, I don't feel like I'm alive right now. I feel like I'm just like floating around in, I'm like astral projecting or some shit. That's what it felt like. It was weird.
Did you go to the correct clinic to get this shot? Because that doesn't
it was kind of shady. There was like a few big Russians like in front of the door.
Oh.
They all were all tatted up. Everything was all dreary. There was dogs everywhere. I don't know. I was confused.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah. But, it didn't hurt when gave me the shot. So that was fine. We'll see in 2 weeks now.
That's nice. Yeah, that's for sure. If you start mutating week by week to something like some District 9 shit, we'll find
Absolutely. If I start to look different by every show, then you know what's going on. But anyway, guys, enough of me being stupid per usual. Welcome to the show. We're glad you guys can join us on this latest episode. It's always a good time. And today we have, it's not a huge show, so don't expect a long show.
Yeah.
Because it's not a lot of topics to kind of go over. It's been a relatively slow week. Which is fine because I don't have a lot of energy, so that helps.
That'll work.
It helps it out.
Perfect second shot day, yeah.
Perfect second shot day, exactly. But we're still going to give you our all. And as always, there's a way that you can be right up here and be a part of the conversation and join us as we talk through these discussions and topics and all of that good, fun jazz. Now, the best way to do so, the simplest, if you are shy, you can go to Twitter, use hashtag AskFilmCave to send your questions there for us to answer here live to the best of our abilities, or at the end of the show, there will be a link sent to the live chat for you to come in and join us. Now, you do not have to show thy face. You can just have your little icon and just talk to us live and all that good shafu and all that good stuff.
Shafu,
like that. Just made that up. So, how that works, there are rules, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who are new, those of you who are just joining us, periodically I will be going over those rules again for anybody new entering and just so happens to desire to want to come in and hang out with us. I'll send the link. You will click the link. You will come on, face or not, ask your question, give your thoughts on the question, and then with love, all kinds of love, we will kick you out. We will remove you.
Oh, Jesus.
Right. We will, with love and kindly remove you.
What happened to the sweet stuff?
It's hard love. Hard love. No, makes it fair if we're in the waiting room. If we have a nice little lineup, we don't want to have anybody, waiting and getting impatient. We want to be as fair as possible to everyone waiting to get their chance to come on with us. Because obviously we can't. There'll be a time where there'll be lots of you in there. We can't get to everyone, so we want to make sure we can get to as many people as possible in a timely fashion. So that is why you will give your thoughts and your thoughts only. Don't try to get cute, because we will be like, sir or ma'am, it's time to wrap it up. Like,
we had our
first
women of the show last week.
Week,
can we just say that last week was a freaking incredible episode? We had so many people coming in. We had so much engagement viewer wise. Just so everyone knows, like after the show ended, John and I just talked for a little bit. And we were like, it's fucking working. It's fucking working. Yes. And then that's what I'm looking at now is like, we have our regulars. We have Neurolex in here, which haven't seen him in our show before, but obviously everybody please check him out. He's the shit.
Yeah, damn awesome, badass.
And so it's just cool to see people, for some reason deciding to come hang out with us every Tuesday. So just wanted to kind of give a shout out to the viewers, because they don't even have to be viewers. They can jump on the show, which I think is pretty cool. So please.
Yes, I'm seeing a few new ones up in there already.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome. But yes, that is the way to jump on the show with us live. Those are the rules. And that's pretty much it. And of course, by the end, 20 minutes or so, we'll dedicate the show to hanging out with you guys in the chat, taking questions, all of that good jazz. So if you were new, you're in here now watching. If you're watching on live and or playback, the easiest, the simplest, the cheapest, and the best way to support us and the channel is to hit that subscribe button. Right down there, right below. It's simple, easy as pie. You sit there, click subscribe, and that is it. There's not an empty subscription. We promise you. Do not be a part of the norm. Support content creators, support art, support originality. You won't regret it. All right. Right, originality. Exactly.
I want to point out that Neuralix said, I am the shit. And yes. I dig that.
Yes, that is very, very true. He is the shit. That's all caps and a capital S to follow. An exclamation point at the end of shit. So, guys, I think about time to get into the show. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, those of you who don't know, and those of you who do, me and Logan are a bunch, and I say a bunch, of fucking nerds. Sorry, that's one curse word for the day. Major one. We could talk about film any and all day. Sometimes we do. But then there's some times where we like to talk and get passionate about other things. But sometimes film still rears its beautiful head back into the conversation because it just can't leave us alone. So that is out there. Premature. I was just about to go out there and do it. But, sir, you already know the deal. You already know what I'm going to ask you.
Yes, I do.
And what is that?
No. Yeah, you go ahead and ask me.
And in what fashion do we do this, Logan?
This is going to be what is traditionary fashion, Alex?
And that is correct.
Rest in peace.
Yes, R.I.P. Rip. He would be proud of that answer. And this is... Look at that. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. It's out there in the world. Yeah. You know it.
Oh my God. I wasn't expecting out there in the world via You're Beautiful.
We gotta switch it up, man.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
On the toes. All right. So out there in the world, not a lot going on, like like was said.
Yeah.
So, what do you have for us?
My out there in the world is going to be relatively personal to me, and that is that over the weekend. No, over the weekend, close. I watched the first episode of Watchmen. So my reaction is not up on YouTube yet. I haven't edited that yet, but the full one is on Patreon. And yeah, man, I'll say it's a great pilot. I love how much it takes itself seriously. Like that's what I really. So I'm into the story. Not a ton of huge reveals. The end is a cliffhanger, of course, but besides that, there's a lot of questions that I have now, and I'm excited to go on this journey, man. I'm freaking hyped. So yeah, that's mine.
Very excited. That makes me very, 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 very excited. Yes. I cannot wait to see that first reaction and to follow the rest. So be sure, you guys, Logan's channel is in the description box below. Follow that shit and keep up with it because it's an amazing show. And somebody like him who has a good head on his shoulders and likes to be challenged when it comes to storytelling and all that good jazz and is very aware, is going to be very excited and interested to see how he takes it from here on out. Hey, Logan.
Yes.
You think I can lift 200 pounds?
I'm so confused, man, by this thing. Like, I can't wait. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to like spoil it for people that haven't watched it, but like, I was like, because I was like, oh no, I see him up, and I was like, that's the 200-pound guy. I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, yeah, that was the 200. Like I was like, obviously he didn't lift him, but like he somehow, I don't know, because he asked that question. I was like, something's up. So yeah, sorry. What?
No, I love shit like that.
And I love that you apparently know the show well enough to know like that's a big part from the first episode. So
hello, I am obsessed with this damn show. If I've not made that clear enough,
okay,
I'm obsessed.
I'm into it.
So.
What about you?
Got a little something. I mean, this is somebody who's going to pop up, a little later within the show. But Mr. Bautista, he's been making waves a lot. He's been in
he's going ham
all over the web. We'll talk about later. But he first started out with I guess the role he's best known for is Sir Drax for the Marvel Universe. He's let it be known that a few things actually. One that he has done after 3.
Mm-hmm.
Dunzo Rapzo.
Yeah.
And he says, and I quote of thee, Drax isn't going anywhere. He just won't be played by this dude. By the time Guardians 3 comes out, I'll be 54 years old, for God's sake.
Crazy.
I'm expecting everything to start sagging any second now. That's crazy. But so to go off that, it's like, it kind of does it. I'm not going to say it. Don't want to say it sucks.
I mean, it makes sense, but yeah, it always sucks to know that these characters aren't going to last forever.
Oh yeah, of course, that's naturally a given. But it's just like I guess he has a point here, but he's in great shape for fucking 54. It's like
no, he's insane. But
I think here's the real reasons why, because he started getting a little bit more in depth about that. So he feels that Marvel Studios dropped the ball on Drax's backstory. Selfishly, as a performer, that would have given me the opportunity to show different sides of Drax emotionally and physically as well. Drax gets his ass kicked more than any other Marvel character. The whole Destroyer thing, they just threw that out the window.
Yeah.
He has a lot to say right now. Like, a lot to say.
Yeah.
And I think that's because he might have initially said that first comment, like, it's not going to be played by me. I'm done. I'm 54. Da, 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 da. And of course, I think fans are like, hey, why? Da, 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 da. Like, question all the good shit. He's like, look, all right, fine. Here's the tea. And like, I just feel like he wasn't satisfied in the direction of, the character was going ever since that, because I won't lie, Guardians 1 was his strongest outing for sure.
100%.
And then after that, he just became like a bumbling.
Exactly.
It's hilarious, but just
correct. But he became straight up comedic relief, period.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah. That was it, because they set up nice like with the family and only touched like 2 seconds again in Infinity War.
Yeah.
For like, oh, for my daughter, for my wife, and that was
Mhm.
it. Then he got knocked out. But I'm like, this does make a lot of sense. I would be frustrated with him too. It kind of the same thing was happening with Chris Hemsworth. It was like, listen, I'm getting bored. Y'all really aren't doing anything with the damn character. Like, I need something.
Yeah.
Fortunately, unfortunately, Batista won't get his Ragnarok. But it's I don't know. It sucks to see him go. He's great as a character. I like him, but it makes sense. And then
Yeah.
obviously he wants to expand his horizon. Hence later on his involvement, he wants to go a lot more in depth with his roles and be an actor.
Yeah.
So I definitely do respect that. What do you think?
I mean, it sucks. I'm actually surprised that he said that, because
Mm,
James Gunn like kind of came out, James Gunn replied to the initial tweet and was like, "Hey man, Drax will not be played by anyone else. Like, you're Drax." Because also, hey, that's how the Marvel Cinematic Universe works. We don't just recast people because you
right.
get old, and like that doesn't work storytelling wise. So like you can't just cast a younger person. So like no,
Only when you complain, like
uh
Terrence Howard, then they get rid of you.
well, correct. God, I did not know how much he got paid for the first one
Hell of a
compared to
lot.
RDJ. Sorry,
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
But
Hell of a lot.
also James Gunn has been very, upfront, and he's even answered the questions recently that the only things the producers at Marvel asked him to do was put Thanos in the first one, and I can't remember what the other one was, but it was relatively, the Infinity Stones. Introduce Infinity Stones and Thanos. They wanted him in that's what they wanted in Guardians 1. Everything else has been 100% him
James
in
Gunn.
terms
Yeah.
of Guardians 1 and 2. So Drax, Batista's basically, calling out James Gunn, saying you didn't really do shit with my character. You made my character boring. And to that, I would say he probably wrote the character to the best of your acting ability.
Right.
So, I would obviously say he's better now. And maybe 3 will dive deeper, but I think 3 is going to be more. I think Rocket might have a bigger part in 3 compared to Drax, even. But
I think that's probably why he
you know,
turned down Suicide Squad to do
yeah,
Army. It's
Eh,
like, nah, bro, I'm going to head
yeah.
over
So I
here.
mean, I feel bad for him, but also let's not pretend like he's an incredible actor.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
I've never for once said that.
so I think that it's not like Marvel's made any mistakes, but I will admit I've gotten frustrated with Drax as a character. I think in Infinity War he's good, but like I love Infinity War to death, but if there's one piece of a scene that 100% should be cut, it's when he's eating that shit saying he's invisible.
Oh, I absolutely love
At,
that scene though.
but right after, like, Gamora's like, I need you to kill me if this happens. And then
Yeah.
it's like this. I'm like, no, that doesn't work, especially because it's such a dumbass joke. And like, I hate that because that's Drax the
How long have you been there?
Destroyer.
An hour.
Yeah. An hour? um,
Hey, Drax.
but I mean, that's the thing. It's not funny. It doesn't work for me in that moment, because that's the thing, is that movie is
It's
so
funny.
devastating. But the first time I saw that in theaters, I was like, well, that fucking sucked. Like, whenever he did that, because it was just such a throwaway thing that they could have cut out. But anyway,
Right.
but yeah, so I feel bad for him, but also I don't know if you've seen. We could have talked about this. Could have been a small, thing, but Army of the Dead is getting seen by press, and it's getting
I'm
amazing,
hearing that. Yeah.
amazing word of mouth. People are saying it's so much fun. And I actually heard that it takes itself very seriously, which interests me a ton.
Yeah.
And so I'm really excited for that. Like, I literally, as soon as those started coming out, I was like, what the fuck? And so I like started texting the guy that like runs the website that I write reviews for, and I haven't been able to for a year and a half because of COVID. And I was like, hey man, Army of the Dead screener, are we doing this? And he was like, let me look into it. And it turned out that his Netflix person had left, like, and so we weren't getting emails anymore, and so I might be getting a screener. We'll see.
That's pretty
Let's
damn
go.
awesome, actually.
Yeah,
But it's
we'll
like,
find out.
that's the thing. Zack Snyder is a good damn filmmaker. It's just because
Sure.
this DC shit, people are just like, like the man knows what the hell he's doing. So like it always like kind of like I'm like, ugh, when people are so surprised that he made a good movie. What? I'm like, y'all are idiots. Like it's just getting annoying now. But um, but I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see that damn movie.
Me too.
So I'll be here. When does that come out?
I think like 10 days from now.
Okay, because they just released a featurette too, not too long ago, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
No, probably something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But all right, so next one. Or do you have anything else? Or do you have
I'm
something
good.
else you want to go? Okay, so well, I did have a question to ask. I saw this tweet, and then I went and actually watched it. So apparently, Spyro released its opening clip. So I was like, okay, and apparently it caused you to, make a certain action.
Yeah.
So I watched it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, damn, I didn't think it was that bad to do all that. But I was
Well,
like, okay, we're getting back to somewhat of the respectable Saw feeling or whatever the hell. Because the original, well, this after James 1, directors from, 2, 3, and 2 and 3
yeah.
mostly, is coming back to do this. So I'm like, okay, it definitely has that feel again, which is cool. The chop was pretty all right. The acting, whoa. But yeah, so what made you refund your ticket after seeing that shit?
So that's the thing is like I was sitting there, I was like, okay, I don't want to like spoil myself necessarily. It is the opening, but like with Mortal Kombat, I did not watch that 7 minute
At all.
No,
That
didn't
pissed me
see
off
it,
that
didn't
they
see a
did that.
second of it. But this one, obviously, I don't care as much about Spiral, and I was like, let me see
Right.
this because I was already iffy. It's not like I was excited for it, so I just had the tickets, was iffy,
Right.
and basically
Spiral.
that's like I need it'll come up later. The song for Venom is so funny to me. Anyway, the Venom.
Oh yeah,
Eminem, fucking idiot. Anyway, but no, for me, it's the whole trap thing. It's straight up. It's still going to be straight up torture porn, and I don't.
yeah.
That is not Saw. That's Saw 2 through 8. That's not Saw. So like today, I picked up the 4K restoration unrated version of the first Saw. It finally came out today. Got the steelbook from Best Buy. I'm excited to rewatch that shit at some point because the first Saw is incredible. It's two guys. One's handcuffed to a pipe and one has an anklet to a pipe. And that's the fucking movie. That's the torture porn that you get. There isn't any. And they couldn't write a good enough movie to not make it torture porn.
Because you have to amp it up.
No, you don't. You can do good enough storytelling like what the first Saw is. The first Saw is phenomenal in terms of a story. And
James Wan, baby.
Correct. Young James Wan, young Lee Winnell.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, and he's starring in it. And that like after growing up and realizing like, holy shit, that's Lee Winnell and he's, half directing this. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I just, I'm not into it. Like that guy's he's hanging by his tongue. And I'm like, I thought this was going to be different. I thought you were changing the name to do something a little different, make it more grounded, make it more of a detective story.
That's true, but it was going to be traps too, though.
So like in the trailer, we see at one point, which I guess is probably a spoiler, that Sam Jackson ends up in a trap, and I was like, oh, cool, like it'll be a murder mystery Jigsaw possibly type of story, and then all of a sudden they'll bring a trap back, and like it could hit differently. The movie starts with a trap, like I'm like. It's so I don't know. I'm immediately out because that's the thing. There is not a good Saw movie after the first one.
That's not true.
They're fucking garbage.
The first 3 are solid. They should have stopped right there.
No,
completely should have stopped right there. You're crazy.
So, just to go back to like talking about, I don't want to bring up Snyder, but like something that frustrates me about his DC movies is they are like destruction porn. It's just like, let's see how much shit we can break. And that's the thing is I'd rather people talk and like give me a line that's like fucking Ben Affleck when he's like hadn't fought us, not us united. I'm like, oh fuck, like that's the shit. That's the line I want. Give me that instead of just throwing somebody through 3 straight buildings. I don't need it. So like I look at Saw that way too, because I was trying to explain to my younger cousin, he's 17, about to go to college, and I was talking to him about this Saw 4K remaster because of me, he's like massively into movies. It's hilarious. He's a cool ass kid. And he was like, I've never seen Saw. Like, what is? I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna give it to you and you're gonna watch it. And he was like, but wait. And I was like, no, it's a great story. Like you have these 2 strangers, and by the end of it, you realize they're not strangers and like all this jazz. And it's so fucking good. So I thought that they were renaming it to kind of revitalize and change it up and maybe bring it, into a normal movie that is like murder mystery, Jigsaw, what's up with that? And it's the same shit. And so I really don't care at all, which I was already so on the fence because Chris Rock looks like a fucking idiot in this.
Not so convincing.
Yeah. So
it's weird. And it's like, and I believe it is going to be traps because it's centered around crooked cops. So, and hunting them and all that good shit. I absolutely hate the new Jigsaw thing, whatever the hell it is, and the voice and the pig's back. I'm like, I don't feel threatened at all. If I heard this, oh, this is so cute. I'm about to die, but thank you for the soothings. But it's like, I'm like, ugh. But anyway, but it's obvious. Like, does that happen? Chris Rock has something to do with it. It's just like, we know he's involved somehow. So I'm like, okay, I already know the movie's gonna play out. But I was curious. But I don't know. I'm not off the fence yet.
It was really funny though, because I was at work, skimmed through it with barely any audio, just kind of jumped through, and I was like, oh my God, it's another trap. And then I watched the guy die, and I swiped out of Twitter, went straight to AMC, and fucking refunded my shit.
Like immediately?
Yeah, the best seats in that theater, now they're open. If anybody in Waco is trying to get good seats to Spiral, they are available. Check them out in IMAX. Go right ahead. My money is right back in my wallet, and I'm happy about it.
Is that coming on like a streaming service too, or no?
I don't think so. I think it's theater only.
Okay,
because that's not WB.
That's one of the shits I don't need to go to the theater to see.
Right.
I'll just sit up there and just watch it at home and call it a day.
Yeah,
but I'm not
sure.
Whatever. All right. So, do I want to get into? Not so much. It's not important. I was gonna say like NBA news and shit going on like that, but it's kind of like just sucks. Everyone's getting all injured and shit.
I know. Tough year for everybody.
Lakers. I know squads in here. Y'all better figure it out. You better figure it out.
You think they're not gonna figure it out?
It depends. Right now they in play-in. That's a rough spot to be in. Depending on who you play.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Depending on who you play. Because Portland just took their spot for number 6. So they're good. And the play-in, I forget who they have. So they might get out of the play-in, but I don't know.
They might get out of the play-in. Okay. You're talking about the play-in when you had the 2 best players, top 5, 2 of the top 5 players in the world have been injured for months, and they're just now coming back, and you're like, oh, they're struggling. Throw in the towel.
I mean, it is worse. They already got their bracket, and look, they made it easy for people now. Thank God. Come on, this play-in shit is stupid.
The play-in shit is stupid. We could talk about that all day.
Oh, so as of right now, so I think everything is officially locked right now, no? Or play-in starts May 18th. So
okay, 7 days.
And playoffs start May 22nd. So right now, as it stands, Lakers would play the Warriors for the number 7 seed.
Oh,
okay. Well, yeah, that's.
Is it one game or is it multiple games?
One game.
Okay,
that's it. I mean, listen.
So Steph can have 70, and then LeBron and AD will have 40 each, and then the rest of the team will also have 35, and then they win.
Right. That could be a thing, but again, it depends on how LeBron comes back, that's the main thing, to be completely honest with you, because he's not young. That ankle is clearly doing some time on him.
Yeah, correct.
So it's like that's going to be the deciding factor because Anthony Davis ain't leading shit.
No,
So,
but I also look at the fact that like you're the GOAT situation, whatever conversation you want to have, we don't have to have that right now. But like LeBron is one of the best point guards ever. And even if he's not going 1,000 miles an hour like he usually is, he can still pass better than 99% of the people in the NBA. So like just
that
facilitating LeBron and barely jumping 3-pointer LeBron, cramping LeBron, who's like his cramping threes have won championships. I think that they'll be fine. I don't know if he's going to be okay in terms of his future. He might actually be, which I've always thought this because he's been so fucking crazy his whole career that it's going to take one. He's going to dramatically drop, and like shit's going to start to change real quick for him, and this might be it. But which I feel bad for him for because I don't know what he's going to do. But
yeah, because his supported players are not reliable at all either.
No, but they are good defensively. So we'll see.
We'll see. Oh, and if y'all win that, y'all got to face the Suns first round. That's tough.
What?
I mean, what? Are you going to sit there and act like the Suns are trash right now?
The Suns aren't trash, but they're not very good against a good defensive team. They don't play defense worth shit.
Hey.
So if they can't score, what are they going to stop?
I don't know. I have them as an upset. I wouldn't be surprised if they make, some kind of push or room in the playoffs. To be honest with you, they can very much be a sleeper, but I'm not guaranteeing shit on them. But it would be an interesting first for sure. But
I mean,
I don't know.
LeBron will guard Chris Paul. Y'all think Chris Paul's gonna do?
I keep forgetting that man is on that team.
I mean, I love Chris Paul.
I fucking hate Chris Paul.
Really?
Oh my god, that man is one of the most annoying human beings.
He does that on
so
purpose. He does
entitled and just a brat and just whiny, and I'm like, shut up. It's just he just needs to get socked in his mouth one time. I was happy when Rondo did it. I was like, yes, punch him again. But whatever. All right. Hey, we face the Celtics or the Hornets first. That's nice. Okay, cool.
That's guaranteed.
Right. For sure. All right. So let's get into our headlines for the night. We want to thank you guys so far. If you've stuck around with us, all of you that's watching us live right now, thank you so much. Our chat is booming, doing quite nice. You guys are involved. That's what we love to see. Thank you so much. If you are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching this on playback and you are new, hit that subscribe button. You won't regret it. That I promise you. So, which one do we want to dive into first? Let's get into some trailers.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring this one up because, in all honesty, I have not watched this.
You haven't watched it yet?
I have not.
Did you watch the teaser from a while back?
I did not.
Good God.
So, because this is an A24 film, correct?
Yes.
All right. I'm not a huge... That's Dev Patel, correct? That's his name? All right. Not a huge fan of him. I could honestly care less. But I have no idea what this film is about, but I keep hearing tons and tons of things and shit about it. What is it up? You know what? Let's just fucking watch it.
Well, I mean, here, I was trying to pull up a comment somebody gave me on my video because they explained it well. But if you want to watch it first, we can. If you actually want to watch it.
I want to check it out. It's A24. I tend to be very intrigued by their films.
I think that it'd be impossible not to be intrigued by this trailer.
Oh, I'm sure. Ooh, Alicia Vikander, her fine ass. Yes,
that's correct. Cast is insane.
That's just immediately got my interest up. Okay, let's share this business. Let me put my bifocals on because I'm old.
Okay, I just got to do a call out real quick. I was just talking about my 17-year-old cousin. He's also a genius, and he won some scholarship or something. He was all state in academics, and he plays sports. And he said, I was just on a Zoom call with other people that won this scholarship, and he said RG3, Robert Griffin III, the football player.
Hmm.
He went to Baylor, which is in Waco. He was the guest speaker, and he said Robert Griffin III just asked me who my favorite Marvel character is on a Zoom call. So
Oh wow,
he's like freaking out.
that's pretty dope.
Oh man. He said at the end we were talking about movies.
I get it.
So good for him.
All right, let's check this out. Let's see.
Friends, brothers and sisters,
Is that Mission Impossible, dude?
regale me
That voice?
and my queen with some myth.
Yes, it is. Solomon Lane. That is him.
Or tale.
What the fuck?
O greatest of kings, let one of your knights try to land a blow against me. Indulge me in this game.
I will beat thee.
That looks pretty cool. Oh.
1 year hence.
Look, is it Sleepy Hollow?
Another year nearly gone already. You must seek him out,
Oh, I like
Is
that
it not
song.
just a game?
perhaps, but it is not complete. You'll find no mercy, no happy end.
Why do you stop me?
Your doom is at
Oh.
hand.
You rest your bones. I'll
that
finish
guy?
the quest for you.
Yes, Vakanda. What? Prometheus?
And what do you hope to gain
Edgerton.
from facing all of this?
Oh, Ghost Rider.
That is why a knight does what he does.
Are you ready?
What the hell?
So there you go.
Okay. What the
And
hell was that?
So hold on. So first I'll give you the synopsis, like the official synopsis. The headstrong nephew of King Arthur embarks on a daring quest to confront the eponymous Green Knight. So this is King Arthur time. So your guy from Mission Impossible is King Arthur.
I kind of got that vibe.
But this is what someone said on my video. They said it's a legendary fairy tale created hundreds of years ago. Said Dev Patel is the bravest of knights. And basically he beheads the Green Knight, and in 1 year's time, he has to find the Green Knight and receive back what he dealt 1 year prior.
Oh.
So it's a fairy tale about honor, secrets, and what it means to be a knight of the Round Table. So, like, just sounds fucking dope. It looks
Why would
really.
I want to do that? Why would I want to kill somebody just
so
for you to cut my shit off in the year?
I don't know for sure, but what I will say is the way it kind of looks there in that trailer is it looks like King Arthur, like I think he puts a hex on them or something. And he's like, in 1 year's time, if you don't come back and fight me again, like I want to say it because King Arthur looks a little crippled there at the end. He's like, no, you need to go find him.
Definitely.
And so I don't know, something like that maybe could be happening. But yeah, no, overall it's super artsy and whatever, but I think A24 is kind of known for not giving everything away. You know, their movies are a lot crazier than you expect. And
the last 20 minutes, I'm sure, are going to be fucking insane.
Right.
Like, I don't know what's happening right now.
Yeah. So I'm really freaking hyped. But what do you think of that? Because there's a lot of weird shit in it.
So, here's my take. very intrigued. I am interested.
Yeah.
I do like it. It looks pretty damn cool. I like the mythos of it all. I like the look. The Green Knight looks dope. That's not what I was thinking of when I saw the Green Knight. I was like, oh, whatever. But he looks cool.
Yep.
The cast is great.
Yeah.
I love the music. Gave us some Civil War vibes. That's the song they used.
I almost said it sounded like towards like the end of that trailer, it like hits real hard and goes deep, and I was like, it almost gives me an Age of Ultron marketing vibe, because it was like tragic because it was supposed to be like sad, and it wasn't, but the marketing was. Anyway, continue.
But yeah, no, it was Captain America Civil War, the second trailer to be exact. But it was so that got me. I love the music.
Yeah.
And the tonality sense was really good. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Dev Patel, but that's not going to hinder me from this. Like I said, I like the movie. It looks cool. So I'm in it, and I love a good A24 movie to just sit there and be utterly confused about. So yeah, I've seen a lot of them. I haven't seen all of them. I'm trying to think what A24 movies are, but each one has left me like in a vegetable state.
Correct.
Like every time, just like I don't know what I just watched.
Yeah.
There's one. I don't know if you saw it or not. One is scared the living hell out of me because it was a phobia at the same time.
Oh.
So it was completely unexpected. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I remember everyone I was watching it, we all had the same reactions. Jump like, holy shit, was Enemy. Have you seen that?
Haven't. Not yet.
So
that's Jake Gyllenhaal, isn't it?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay,
yeah. A24 movie.
I need to see it.
Yeah, so I'll get it away. But something happens at the very last frame that is supposed to obviously be symbolic about the whole entire damn movie. But obviously in the moment, I'm just like, what? So yeah,
okay.
And it's on a lot of lists of like the top 10, like I guess I saw it in a few scariest or unexpected type endings.
Gotcha.
Like of all time type shit. So it's interesting. Check it out. Oh yeah, that's right. Ex Machina is A24.
Correct.
Fucking amazing film.
Yeah.
Miss for Candor. Okay. So before we get into another trailer that dropped, Knives Out. Man, this cast is growing.
It is.
And I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So we have what? Daniel Craig returning.
Sure.
Which I'm so excited about. I cannot wait. Oh, yes. Detective Benoit Blanc. Thank you. I just love that. I was here for the whole. I love Daniel Craig in that movie.
Yeah.
He is. So now we have, because these are the only two additional casts that we have outside of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Dave Bautista making news again. This man is getting work, like work. I'm like, good for you, sir. And it sucks because even though I absolutely love this man, he is my idol, one of my heroes, all that good shit. I wish The Rock would go more into that side as well and do his other thing, because he can do it and a hell of a lot better than Bautista when he does it.
Correct.
But I kind of wish he would branch off to that too and just kind of do like the bounce.
It's almost like because The Rock is so, he has to stay so massive, you can't cast him as a normal person. Like everything that he's in, he's the hero, the big name, the face, it's like, I mean, when's the last time he was a side character? And it's because he's the width of three people.
Oh yeah, I don't mean him to be like I don't mean in terms of like putting him inside stuff and being like, boom. He can lead, but still have like the kind of roles that that Bautista goes for and stuff like that. Even if he can do great in like a 9-2 type ensemble.
But that's the thing is like, there's no real leader besides, I guess, Daniel Craig in a Knives Out movie. Right. And so I don't see The Rock being able to do this movie because Batista is still able to, you can just put, some clothes on Batista and he actually might look like a normal human being a little bit. Right. But The Rock is like, you put him in pants and you're like, why are your thighs ripping the pants open? How? Like, so yeah, I'm with you.
That's true. I mean, he's gotten really fucking huge for that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Black Adam, huge.
Make it work. Yeah, no.
Speaking of somebody who I think is Dave Bautista's age and looks like that.
He is. He's a little younger. I think he's 51 or 52.
Yeah. But that's the
But yeah.
thing. Dave will be 54 when it comes out, which is 2023.
Oh, yeah,
So he's
yeah,
52
yep.
as well right now.
That's true. I forgot about that.
But anyway, who
Yeah,
else was
that's
cast?
true. So, another Marvel alum. Shit, what's his name?
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton. I just blanked immediately when it stopped. Sir Edward Norton. So I expect to see some kind of controversial shit coming from set at some point in life.
That's correct.
But he is in it as well. Drama or not, that's a great damn cast to kind of bounce off of.
Good ass actor right there.
Yeah, good ass actor. Hence why he's so entitled and an asshole.
Yeah.
We have no idea what the story is about. Nothing yet. There's so many more, so much more to be announced and cast and people. Makes me really excited. And like Ryan goes for like ensemble. He goes for great. He goes for art. So I know he's gonna go for the big guns. I know he's gonna shoot for the stars. Who knows? Maybe The Rock might be in it. He might be Batista's cousin or some shit. And a couple of band. I don't fucking know. I'm just shooting the shit now. But yeah, man. So I'm excited. What are your thoughts on all this and the opportunities?
So I mean, yeah, obviously, when it comes to Batista, interesting choice.
Yeah.
And then in terms of Edward Norton, it's like, okay, I do hate that my initial thought whenever I see Ed Norton is like, I'm surprised he gets work because he's such a problematic person on set always. But it's also like, good ass actor, I get it, somewhat. But then I think about it. We only know 3 people in this cast. We know it will be an ensemble movie. So that almost might be smart to say, if we get Ed Norton with a room full of other good actors that are literally, he doesn't have a bigger role than other people. It's kind of hard for him to be like, hey man, I want more scenes.
Right. Might put him in his place a little bit.
And, and just be like, hey man, we're just having fun. Read the script, play this fun ass character, whatever. Because I immediately saw somebody. It's like Edward Norton has been cast in Knives Out too, and then somebody was like, "Well, he did it." I was like, "Oh yeah, that's kind of true because he's an asshole." But that's the point. That's what.
Oh, he dies at the beginning of the movie.
So like, everybody was like, "Oh, Chris Evans did it." As soon as they're like, "You see how asshole he is in the trailers and whatever," and then they play on that. And they're like, no, he didn't actually do it. We don't. It's a mystery. We don't know. And then you go all the way in. It's like, oh shit, he did do it. And it's like you're on your toes the whole time. So when it comes to this one, they could do that same shit. I hope it's a vastly different setting. Obviously, because I could see Batista being like a cop, and like that's it. Or something like that. We don't realize it. We think he's in the ensemble and he's actually one of the, detectives or something. Or Ed Norton, also great detective. But that's what's fun is they can put all these people in weird ass roles and have a lot of fun with it. Gave Michael Shannon a giant limp and a cane. It's like, you can do fun stuff like that. So when it comes to these, I'm excited. I think the cast will round out very nicely, knowing, Ryan and knowing what the first one did. And so, yeah, I'm more so excited. And Dave Bautista getting that money, son.
He's getting a lot of money. He's definitely branching out, putting us out there. It is working.
Yeah.
Another person I just thought about who'll be really great for this kind of cast is Kevin Bacon. That'd be a great grab.
Well, we know we're getting another one. So I hate to say it, but you could definitely have cast Kevin Bacon instead of Edward Norton because they look like they could be brothers probably if you get him in the right haircut. But both tall-headed old white guys. But
right.
Yeah.
Adam Driver. Something I'm sure.
So that's the thing. That's the thing, man. Everybody's like, bring in this like all the Star Wars people, and I would be so for that. But
that would be hilarious.
That
would be hilarious.
We do need some people of color in here. Kelly Marie Tran probably going to be in this movie or in the third one, because that just makes sense. And she was so adorable, and Ryan cast her in The Last Jedi, so I could see that happening.
Maybe.
I don't know. Boyega's acting a little entitled nowadays. He might say, I don't want any ensemble shit, but because Boyega hates his role in The Last Jedi, so he might not like Ryan very much.
Hates all of his shit. in
That's
Star
my.
Wars.
Thank you. Thank you.
He hates all of his shit in Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who else would you like? It'd be good for like a
Well, that's
bring back
what's so-
Joseph Gordon for one of them. I'm sure he might pop up.
See, yeah, I'm trying to think of people that aren't white because that is my, because I mean, God, can you imagine what if like for the third one, they somehow got like fucking Leo, like they just got a Gosling, like all these like big
Oh my
time
God.
A-list people.
Will Smith would be great in a Ryan Johnson movie.
See, like there you go. Yeah, now you're preaching.
He would be great in a
Yeah,
Ryan
exactly.
Johnson movie.
Tom Hardy would be.
Oh God.
He would be
Oh God.
phenomenal and
Yes.
such an asshole.
Yes, and he's great with just any type of just weird, odd comedy or timing and just like all of that.
Exactly.
Oh my
So
God.
Jason Momoa as a therapist, I'm with it. Oscar Isaac would be
Yes.
beautiful.
Jason Momoa would be great. He's another one. Oh my God.
So that's what
Just
I mean.
give me all of that.
This is what I like though, is Ryan Johnson's like, okay, I'm making another Knives Out. Here's the movie. I can literally cast anyone I want. They can look any way for every single role and it will work. That is a very special script
please
that
get
you can
Taika
do that.
too. Taika would be great. Him and Ryan Johnson together, that'd be great.
Damn. See, this is like, do you know how much fun Ryan is having casting these movies?
Right.
Like you already know he's having an absolute blast. So
yes. Oh my God. Ryan, I know you're watching
it's exactly
this.
that.
Give us all of the people we just named, and just you can spread them out through the other two movies, or give us all in one movie and keep them for the next. Who knows?
Oh, that's a good point.
Right. Because it's probably going to be like a continuation, like,
Sure.
like end on like some kind of like fade to black, like cliffhanger type thing, and then to be continued to some shit.
No, I think the point is it's a murder mystery that ends. 'Cause then it's going to be another Benoit Blanc, case.
Oh, another adventure. All right. Well, yeah, I guess that's also true.
But just thinking about possible cast stuff, we don't even know what the movie's about necessarily. It could even not be a murder mystery, really. It could be some sort of like thief thing. Somebody stole something. Who was it? They could do that instead, and just have that same feel. So I don't know. I'm very excited. I wish it wasn't on Netflix. I wish it was in theaters.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Exactly. Sorry.
Damn it. God damn you, Logan. Well, I'm excited for Daniel and everybody else to do it.
Daniel's very excited. He's getting paid.
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. And listen, just give me him and more of the accent. I don't care what it is.
$50 million per movie.
Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. Yeah.
He's like, fuck James Bond. Jesus Christ.
Right. Yeah, so passionate.
I can walk around in a sweater and act like an idiot and get paid with what? Like, let's go.
Yeah, no. All right. So, speaking of Mr. Hardy, he had a little drop. Was it yesterday? Did it drop?
Was it?
Days ago?
I don't remember.
I don't know, some point in life of recent memory.
1 day ago is what my video says. Was that yesterday morning? Yeah.
It might have been.
It was.
Yeah,
it was. It was Monday. It was
dawn.
Monday morning. That's correct. Yeah. Yeah, yesterday.
All right. Well, that being said, Venom. Venom. Drop this trailer. I can't wait for the follow up for that.
God.
Oh my goodness. Whoa.
So funny.
Thank you, Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn Notorious. Thank you so much, man. Let's go.
What's going on? Appreciate it, brother.
Super chat. I didn't even know
I
worked.
didn't either.
Let's go. Oh wait, Brooklyn Noctorious. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, I didn't.
You are,
brother.
You are the absolute shit. Thank you so much.
Yes, that's a homie. But I didn't know you can do. Wow. Okay, That's the first
Yeah.
ever.
I
Here-
know, man.
Wait a minute. We need. Is it like a sound bite or something? Right.
Venom.
Venom.
Oh man.
Oh my god!
But,
Oh, that's awesome, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn-
Man, that's
Hey
wow.
man, if you have a question or something, stick around to the end. Get in here on the video, man. Thank you so much.
That's wow, brother. Thank you.
Man, awesome.
Right. All right. So, wow, damn. How do we follow up and top that?
I'm so
shit.
happy right now.
Right. Fuck a Venom. Damn. No.
Now that's the show, guys. Thanks.
Right. Thank you so much. Bye.
Got paid. We're out.
Right.
Fucking
We're
asshole.
done. Good night. Right. So Venom dropped the latest trailer. Let there be carnage. All right. So what happened? We watched it. It came out. What do we think? I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. So for those of you that don't know, which it's funny. So Tyler in the chat, he did hit me up and was like, he told me exactly what he thinks. He'll probably get on here later and talk about it. But so I watched Venom for the first time like last weekend or 2 weekends ago. Can't remember now.
Yeah.
And then what's funny is Sunday night, it was Mother's Day. I was at my parents' house and Venom was on TV. And it was funny because whoever it was that like dropped like, hey, tomorrow morning Venom trailer. And I was like, oh, that's funny. So like somehow, Sony has timed it to where it's on TV. Trailer comes out tomorrow. Nobody knows that. It's not an official announcement. But so my dad and I were watching it. Like we watched the end of it. And even my dad was like, have you watched this before? And I was like, yeah, I actually just watched it for the first time. And he was like, it's pretty bad, but it's got good parts. And I was like, yes, father, that's correct. Like, because my dad is he's somebody that's like,
yes, father.
I enjoy, he likes whatever. He's like, it's cool. And it's got action, cool. And he was like, it's pretty bad, but I like it sometimes. And I'm like, okay. And but then this trailer comes out and everyone that I've showed it to basically just says, that looks like a sequel to the first one. And I completely agree. It's got some stuff in it I'm interested to see. I will admit, one of the first things I said, because I told you last week, they had to change my boy. My boy was a fucking crazy person. Good old Woody.
Shirley Temple.
Yes, he looked like a fucking
Little orphan Annie.
And so they changed his hair. Now he just looks like a pedophile, and it works better. I will admit, in the context that we have it in, I think it works better. But yeah, we got Carnage. Great. It's going to be another Venom versus symbiote movie. I don't know how the comedy that they're going hard on the, Venom and Eddie.
Interesting approach.
Yes, they're going at it.
But I can see what they're trying to do.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'm interested for sure. Andy Serkis is fucking directing it.
Right.
I forgot about that. And he's a side character, in this movie. So I'm interested for sure. Yeah. But I'm not expecting big things because I will admit looks pretty copy and paste. Like makes me think they should have done Carnage first and just because I had never even heard of Riot. And then everybody's like, oh, Riot's in this. And I was like, oh, shit. And he's supposed to be the baddest one.
Yeah, there's a whole squad of them. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's true. But
what'd you think?
So, it's not
Andy
the greatest
Serkis
trailer in the world.
The shit, by the way.
Yes, he is. It's not the greatest trailer in the world. But there's stuff I definitely liked about it. As a whole, it wasn't a lot to give us. There was just a lot of quick shit and then boom, boom, boom. Most of the majority came from the beginning half of the trailer that actually gave us some kind of narrative or whatever.
Yeah.
So I like the direction that they're going. I like Eddie sitting there like, I'm literally stuck with this thing. And now he's driving me insane and literally doing what he wants to do. Like, I love that dynamic. And it's an honest one. Because if you have something like that all the time, you'd be like, okay,
right.
Dear God. So I like that aspect. I love Woody Harrelson. So I'm automatically here for that. I think that's a really cool choice for Carnage. He looked cool. Carnage himself.
Carnage.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, here we go, got it. Now in terms of, yes, it looks like a sequel to the first one, but because it's Andy Serkis, I'm not going to be so quick to label it as that, because Andy Serkis is a very talented individual.
Yeah.
And these were just little snippets of things, and it just could be a case where this person chopping up the trailer is just horrible. Or they just don't have that much to show, or didn't want to show that much. I don't know. But I have faith in Andy Serkis. I doubt it'll be the same thing in kind of tone as like the first one was completely. Andy Serkis is good about capturing things that need to, and emotion and character and all that stuff. So I think he might implement that. Is this rated R?
I'm literally Googling Venom would there be Carnage rating.
I was battling that. I was like, I don't remember.
So I don't think it is.
Well, see, that's a problem.
And that is a problem.
And first of all, you had Venom by itself, and you made PG-13. That was just wrong. But now you have Venom and Carnage of all people, and then not making it rated R. That's an issue.
I mean, I would guess it's not.
Because it should be.
I agree, but because the first one was PG-13, I would guess it's not. So that really
Carnage isn't the character to do that.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm with you, but this is what I mean, though. Sony likes to pretend like they're not still. Let's get our own franchise going. Copy Marvel. We need a moneymaker, whatever. They fucked up Amazing Spider-Man's universe because they tried that so hard, and they're going to do it here too. They're going to give, because you might think differently, because I think you do, but like I look at Blade and I'm like, okay, obviously I prefer R, but I could see a way that they do it, and I still vastly enjoy it, because you can have blood, you can have teeth, you can have whatever, and it work in PG-13. Carnage, Cletus is a serial killer with a symbiote. There's going to be some insane shit. And even just to the point of the fact that I watch the first Venom movie and you never actually get to see Venom bite someone's head off or eat someone, like realistically, is the craziest thing.
But it's stupid. It's just like
a
little, quick little,
it's like
gone.
Right. And no blood, nothing. The guy, it's just a body, that's what I mean. So I don't know, man. It's a very, very interesting thing. I wish that they weren't going to do that, but hey, what can you do?
Right. Oh, Squad with the $20. What is happening? You guys, the LeBron James reaction content guys. Oh dear God, I'm like to think of myself.
So the goats. Let's go, Squad.
The pretenders. You call us pretenders. Keep up the grind. Love both channels. By the way, Venom interaction cringe, bro. Sitcom. Hey, I'm here for it, man. Yeah, I love it. That was the strongest thing for me about the first movie was their interaction. I loved it.
Squad, thank you so much again.
Yeah, brother. Squad, y'all are good. God,
let's fucking go. Y'all are the shit. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it. But no, I agree that their dynamic is funny, but I do think they're kind of taking it, because I will say Tom Hardy, he takes an interesting approach in Venom where he's kind of just like, oh, this is happening. Oh, and like that's his character.
That's what he's doing.
Literally. That's literally what he sounds like. He's like, oh man, I hurt. And it's like, and he's like, yeah, shut up, Eddie. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, so yeah, exactly. And so I'm like, I don't know how this is going to be, but Andy Serkis, he's one of my favorite actors. Talk about somebody for a Knives Out movie.
That'd be cool.
But
he's a monkey.
So I don't know, but we'll have to see, because nothing jumped out at me in this trailer, and I wish that they had done that, because they even gave us,
other than the reveal, that's the only thing.
Right? They gave us some money shots. We got, I'm guessing, how Cletus reveals Carnage. I think we get that in this trailer. Pretty dope. Wish we didn't see it, honestly. And then, at the same time, we get 2 really cool money shots, but it's just a big, it's a red blob technically. That's actually what it is. So it's like, I don't know, man. What are you expecting out of this sequel?
Fun.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm not expecting anything too crazy, but again, like I said, it's Andy, so I'm expecting his touch on it,
Yeah, I agree.
but I'm not expecting like holy shit type
Yeah.
thing. I'm just like, I'm gonna go in there, expect to see, I'll have a lot of fun, and hopefully the fight scenes and interactions between the two aren't like the first one. I don't need an orgy of just like spoonage fucking things all over the place,
Where
and
they literally meld together and they're all
right,
punching
and
each
it's
other
just
through.
strings all over the place. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
But all I know is the villain will be a billion times fucking better.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that deserved cursing, because that is one of the worst villains I've ever seen in my life in Venom. It drives me utterly insane. So I'm glad we got a huge step up from that. But it's like, I don't know. I'm just expecting a good time. And by the way, guys, the link to come on the show has now been put on the live chat. So make sure you go click on that. Come hang out with us. Again, you do not have to show your face. You can come in and just be voice only.
Sure.
Come out and hang out with us. Don't be shy. This should show 562,000. You can come in if you'd like. It's okay. Just
say what's up.
Give us your best ASMR voice, and hopefully we don't get turned on in the process. But yeah, that's what I expect. And also, Siren is in this. At least it looks like it. She looks like Siren. Looks really cool.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man.
I will admit, when it comes to the fact that Andy Serkis is in it, I don't think he helped write it. But a director does come in and see, they make changes in every movie whenever it's written by somebody else and the director comes in.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, or at least I'm expecting, kind of a more. I expect more of a story, like have softer moments, because I think Andy Serkis really is an artistic guy. Like, obviously he didn't write or direct the Apes movies, right, but he took a monkey and his number one priority was the character of, Caesar. So I do expect him to kind of look at this and go, this is my opportunity to make, a big budget blockbuster film. Technically, let me give everything. And I think because you're completely right, that first Venom movie is a lot of blah blah. You're just looking at shit going crazy on the screen when it comes to the end of that movie. So
yeah, hell of a lot. I'm like, I don't even know what's. All right, cool. We're here now.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's fine. But like, I'm one of the rare people who actually love Venom. Like I said, just how fun it was. I love the interactions. It was a good time. Not a great movie, but it was such a good time. So I was like, I love Venom, and I'm glad it was successful. I'm really glad it did well. Hopefully, people are over this. But Spider-Man, just let it go. It happened. Spider-Man's not a part of it. Leave it alone. Shut up. So looks like we're there now. So
okay, well, I guess do we want to talk about that a little bit? About how it's got Tobey Maguire's Daily Bugle logo.
Yeah, I peeped that. But Andy also said it has absolutely no connection. It's his own little.
Sure, of course he's going to say that.
Well, true, but if it is, I don't want it connected to that bastard. Connected to Tom. That's our Spider-Man.
I think this could be a situation where, because I do think Sony basically slapped their dick out to Disney and Marvel and said, hey, y'all are liking Spider-Man. We're thinking about taking him back. And they made a deal. And because now they've basically come out and said they made a deal to keep him. And then they actually made another deal that's kept him for even longer. And now, like, all the Spider-Man movies are coming to Disney Plus, like all that jazz. So, like, I do think Sony said, hey, this Venom stuff, we need to figure out a way to go ahead and get that into the MCU somehow. And I think they might be doing a thing, whether it's with Spider-Man No Way Home or Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness or later down the line Spider-Verse thing. They're going to try to bring... They might be able to meld things. And you have like a scene where you have all three, but then, Tom Hardy gets left behind and he's now here in this one, and things like that. There is a part of me that thinks that. So he's in Toby's universe. Doesn't know each other because they live in completely different parts of the world. They're not related necessarily in that, at least not yet. But the Daily Bugle's there, so what's up with that? So
Right.
I don't know, but because I saw somebody else even say that you can read somewhere the word Avengers on the piece of paper.
Oh.
So what's going on? So I'm interested.
Okay,
What
that's
world are they in?
interesting.
So I don't know,
Mhm.
but I'm just kind of interested to see if Sony's just trying to, like, hey, we're gonna throw this shit in there. We don't care if we get in trouble, and like, let's see what Marvel does. Because at the end of the day, it's a win-win for us. If we illegally put the word Avengers in something, and then at least it gets us buzz and people come and watch our shit. So
Right. Well, we'll see. All right, guys. So the lines are open. It's like a damn radio show. The lines are open. If you're just joining us now to
With
come
the
in
links.
on the show. All right, with the links. So let me go over for the rules for those of you just now tuning in who might have came into the show a little later and did not hear them prior. There are two ways you can, join the conversation here on Film Cave. You can go to Twitter. Use hashtag AskFilmCave. Send your question that way. We will answer it here live on the show to the best of our ability. Or at the end of every show, and it's up there now, a link will be sent into the live chat for you to come on here via video, hang out with us, and ask your question. And the rules follow. Once you are on, say hello. You'll ask your question. You'll give your thoughts on the question and your thoughts alone. And then, with love, we will kindly remove you. And of course, before we do that, give you an opportunity to plug yourself if you have any type of social media, any type of content you want to do, because we're a community here in the Film Cave. We like to help each other out. So, we just want to be fair to those in the waiting room. We do it for time-sensitive reasons. We want to be fair to everyone waiting who wants to get their chance to come on the show and ask a question. So that's why it's hi, question, hug, bye, answer your question.
correct
Type situation. Yes. So, Logan, are you ready for the task?
Oh man, I'm a little nervous.
So, you can pick
Okay.
1, 2, 3, or 4.
Damn, man.
What is your
All right.
big?
I got it.
Do you?
He's number 3.
So, with number 3 is, drum roll, please. Tyler, what's going on, brother? You are coming on.
What's up, Tyler?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
What's
Well,
going
man.
on, brother? Welcome to the Film Cave again, brother. And Jedi Mike has left the building.
Oh, no.
No. What's going on, brother?
Not much. I did see the Venom trailer, and my thoughts are the same as you guys. Logan, when you did that reaction video, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I
I'm
think
underwhelmed.
all he commented was like, I was not a fan of this.
I was not a fan.
Like, period. And I was like,
I really was not.
yeah.
I've asked a lot of Marvel questions on here before, so I just thought I'd, switch it up and kind of go into a different route. So I was going to use a DC topic.
Please.
So we already know that it's been confirmed that Henry Cavill is definitely not coming back to do any more, Superman or Justice League, unfortunately. We know a lot of drama or I guess issues that went on with Gal and Joss Whedon. And right now we have the new Batman movie coming out. Looks cool and great. But we just don't really know how they intend to push forward with this universe, except for the fact that, they're going to bring in a Black Superman. So with that, I want to ask you guys your opinion. Do you think right now Warner Brothers is, kind of going the shitty route, or do you think that they might have something in store or something in plan that fans will love? And with that, do you guys agree with them bringing a black Superman, or do you not?
It's a great question.
It's a great question. What are your thoughts on the matter, good sir?
Honestly, right now, with them also confirming that they're not going to be bringing Zack Snyder in to restore the Snyderverse,
Right.
and then with that, we still haven't seen any clips from their side on Dark Side or anything like that whatsoever. But we are getting the movie with Black Adam and a bunch of those heroes, but I just don't really see how it's really tying into this universe and making sense, especially with the previous movies. Before Zack Snyder's Justice League, there was no connection between Justice League or anything like that. Like nothing that kind of hints us to, the Justice League coming back together and,
Right.
who their
All
biggest
cliche.
enemy is going to be.
Yeah.
So I just think right now they're just kind of going the shady route and they're just making movies to make money off of it. And that's all they're just really in for. They're not really in for the story aspect. And then as far as the Black Superman, I know he's from the comics and from the stories I've
Not the one they're
heard,
doing.
yeah. Like the story that I've heard about the Black Superman, it's interesting. I didn't know that they weren't going with that storyline. I don't really know what they're trying to do with it, um, but I'm just really not for it. And like, of course, I support my Black community and stuff like that, but it just feels like we don't really need a Black Superman. So I'm honestly just not for it.
I feel you.
Heard you, brother. Where can the people find you?
It is, you can find me on TikTok. It is TCAM_2K16.
Yes,
Awesome,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir. Ben, a
Everybody check him
pleasure
out.
as always. Yes, go check him out. I'm sure we will see you again next week. Make sure you stick
sir.
around. Keep the conversations going. I'm sure you'll keep it interesting. But, brother, always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Tyler.
Thank you,
We'll
guys.
see you.
Yes,
See ya.
sir. Very easy. All right.
Okay. So
yeah, guys, be patient. We'll answer these in
I
an
know.
orderly and quickly
I'll quickly
fashion.
answer this. I do
Yes.
think, sadly, DC is going to be making solo films for the foreseeable future. Like, I think they're about to do Flashpoint, and it's going to be as small and as like it's not going to break the universe like it should, because they're just going to continue to make other movies that act like it didn't happen.
Right.
But I think Black Adam has a chance of basically becoming its own universe, its own
That's its only hope.
franchise. And we know we're getting the Green Lantern Corps show. We know we're going to get another Wonder Woman. Obviously, the Flash. That's kind of going to be the only thing that connects anything that we've seen,
Right.
Snyder related. And sadly, that does suck. And then when it comes to Black Superman, depends on the story. I guess I could say I would prefer Henry Cavill, but depends on the story. We'll see. I think it is weird if they make him Clark Kent and Black.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's exactly what it is.
And because I heard them say something. They're like, it's going to be Kal-El, and it's like, okay, that's true. In the comics, Calvin is Kal-El on Krypton still, but so they could still be doing Calvin, but like, we don't need another Superman. Keep the same story, the same character, and just make him black. Like, change the character up. Like, do the Miles Morales of Spider-Man.
Right.
Great. But yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, no, facts. DC's a shit show. There's no plan. There's no structure. We're just gonna throw stuff out, hope it sticks. There's no more plan. There's no more structure. There's no more, chasing Marvel. We're just gonna throw movies out.
It's solos.
Hope people like them.
Yeah.
The only saving grace, like I said right now, that has hope and light is Black Adam. So The Rock is doing some Viagra shit again. He's restoring balance. that is really about it. And in terms of Black Superman, I'm like, again, you already have a Black Superman. I don't need Clark Kent
Right.
to be black. I necessarily also don't need this right now, but if they wanted to do it, again, it depends on story. If you do it right, then I'm here for it. If it's the actual Black Kryptonian character that we have and not Clark Kent.
Right.
So that's a hell. You would have told me we're making a damn Steel movie before we're gonna make Clark Kent black. I'd be like, all right, cool,
Right.
for it. But
Sure.
I'm not gonna do, Negro Kent. I'm all right. Another time. So yeah, all right, Brother Maine. Your choices are
Okay.
1,
Yeah.
4, or 2.
Okay, I was wrong the first time.
Yes, you was.
2.
Number 2
He's
is
smiling. He's smiling.
Drum roll, please. Jedi Mike.
Hey,
What's going on, brother?
I love it. What's up?
Hello,
What's up?
brother. He didn't have you waiting to the very
Oh
end
my
this
God,
time.
you're
He's
not
getting
last.
better.
Let's
right.
go.
Yeah,
He's getting better.
Yeah,
What's going on, man?
you're doing good. We got the donations and everything going up, man. Yeah,
Crazy,
it's
man.
happening. I told y'all.
It's a show, man. It's a show. I don't know
Told
what's
y'all.
happening.
Yeah, but no, man. Good to see y'all again.
Likewise.
First, I just want to say I will be getting started on the channel soon, and I just want to say
Awesome.
thank you to you guys and stuff just for like
Y'all be on the
you,
lookout.
yes, and everything. Just like I respect you guys a lot, but like I look up at you guys as like content creators and stuff. So I mean, I hope I do half as a good job you guys do. But yeah, going to the top, Tyler, yeah, he had the question like about the Black Superman. I'm like, well, that was last week, and that was what everybody was talking about. Yeah, but going to the topic about with the Venom, mess going on.
Venom.
So yeah, Venom. There I was thinking I think that we're not really gonna get our answers to No Way Home. I'm thinking that Sony, there's this whole level of there's the uncertainty in terms of what is continuity and what's not.
Yeah.
Because
Damn.
like there's clearly like the Daily Bugle logo from the Toby universe.
Yeah.
And then but yet if the Morbius thing is connected to the Venom
Correct.
universe, then why you have Michael Keaton in there who's connected to Tom Holland? So it's
Right.
like I think there is gonna be a cosmetic event that's gonna happen because we already know Alfred Molina is gonna be in there. He said, I'm literally gonna start right after when I was in the river and it's something else. So I'm saying like what do you guys think is gonna happen where it's like, like the CW was it Christ and Infinite Earth, where it's like, okay, I guess we're all just gonna merge in one or something like that, or we can just pick and choose. Like we'll take Tom, we'll leave Morbius or something, or I don't know, we keep Doc Ock or something. Andrew, I'm sorry, not let him go or something. I don't know.
Sure.
Or even Norman Osborn is Willem Dafoe gonna be the Norman Osborn of the MCU or something like that? Like because they keep insinuating that there's gonna be a Norman Osborn in Spider-Man 3.
Formula.
Right. Right. So,
Oh my God.
All right. So what are your thoughts on the matter,
what are you
good sir?
thinking?
What you thinking?
me?
Yeah. What you got?
So I think what's going to happen is that, for one, everyone will say they want to have Miles come in. Miles will not be in Tom's universe, even though we got Donald Glover and situation going on. He'll be in Toby's because Toby will be age accurate in terms of how old he is and stuff. And then they're going to probably be at least maybe some event because I think there are also the rumors about Spider-Man 4 that they said there was going to that Sam Raimi is something to try and do after Multiverse of Madness. I think after those two movies, because No Way Home comes in December and Multiverse of Madness come out in March, I think.
Correct.
So we're just like after those two movies, I think we're gonna get our answer about like what's like
What the
what's
world's gonna be like.
what's gonna be like. Where are we gonna allow? Because like DC, they said they're gonna do two separate Batman franchises. So are we just gonna have two separate Spider-Man franchises with different, like the kid version with Tom and then older one with Toby or finishing out? But I don't know. And I totally screw the whole thing with Andrew Garfield. Like, oh, I'm the werewolf. You are the damn werewolf.
I agree.
Yeah, I highly agree on that one. But we'll see for that. But all right, brother. very good damn question, in depth
Yes, I agree.
per usual. Where can the people find you for now
Shout
until
out
you
that. Yeah.
right until the channel arises?
Yes. When I sleep,
Rise.
I rise. But yeah, it's in Jedi Mike 7 on Instagram. Yeah, and I just finished semester, everything going good. You know, my
Hey.
degree, so everything going good, man. But yeah, like peace to y'all, and I'll be still staying tuned.
All right, man.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
Looking
Much
forward to
love
the
as
future, man.
always. Yes, sir. See you next time.
All righty.
Peace.
Okay.
All
What
right.
you got?
What
do you think they're gonna do when it comes to melding this shit?
Oh, it's so tough right now. To be honest with you, obviously, multiverse is the best way to set all that shit up and to kind of segue into it and bring the characters. Whatever's gonna happen at the end of that is going to spill into, because that comes out before Spidey, correct, or after?
After.
After. Okay. Well, shit. Well, they can still. Damn, that's what sucks about having that.
So, but here's the
first.
thing: Spider-Man: Far From Home, Spider-Man 2, happened after. Like, it happened. What was it? 8 months after Endgame, and then both WandaVision and Falcon the Winter Soldier took place before that. So they're doing shit all out of order anyway. So
Took
they
place before Far From Home.
no,
yeah. Took place before
WandaVision and Falcon the Winter Soldier took place before Far From Home, even though there was a year's difference in release.
Did?
Yeah.
Okay, it was what? Oh, it was 3 months after.
So WandaVision was
in the
2
show,
weeks,
right?
and then I want to say Falcon the Winter Soldier was 6 months, and then Far From Home was 8 months or something like that. So they're doing shit all out of order. It's all out of whack. So they could tell this crazy multiverse story and then say, oh, it was after Multiverse of Madness, whatever.
Yeah. So they'll probably name drop or give something to the movie, and then we'll find out. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. I think that's the best way to do so. Who all is going to make it and come through? That's the question. I have no idea how they're going to do that or even attempt to try. Maybe that these characters I think are in Toby's world now, but obviously going to get sucked into Tom's for the future. Which I like, I'm fine with. That's cool. That's why everything is still, Toby universe when we see the trailers and stuff like that. I think they're gonna get sucked into it, but how Michael Keaton is already there, it's
a multiverse thing though. It could be, same character, same. This one looks the same, just like Norman Osborn could look the same here. Whatever they want to do.
Oh, yeah,
so it could just be a straight up. Oh, there's 2 of them. Because we're in a different universe, like a Thanos.
But he doesn't even look different. Like it's not even like
Thanos.
I mean Thanos.
In Endgame, we had 2 different Thanoses. They look the exact same.
Yeah, but that was in the same universe. It's just
it's alternate timeline. It's multiverse.
What's a multiverse? They just went back to a different time.
All the multiverse is split off universes from different things. Where
right, but universes that was still in the same universe. It was just back 4 years ago. So just like it's still. I mean, not 4 years. 6,
the multiverse.
Right,
it's the point of the multiverse.
Yeah, different universes. Damn it! They're gonna look different. It's like the same. I don't expect the same Vulture to look exactly the same as the one in Tom's universe because it's a different universe. Why would he look the exact same? Like in terms of like
at least having Jameson.
Yeah, it looks different.
No, he's aged. It's the same fucking person. It's the same person.
No, I'm saying, God damn it, I'm saying looks. I'm not saying about the person.
So,
looks.
So haircut matters.
Haircut, he be scarred up. He can do something different. We can look the exact same, just carbon copy. But it's a different universe. Like if you want to do that, I at least want you to be like a little different.
We haven't even seen Michael Keaton in Morbius yet. He could be very different, or he could be the exact same, and they still say it's multiverse.
I guess I just want to tweak
in that universe. That Vulture could have done the exact same thing as Spider-Man: Homecoming, but with a different Spider-Man, and blah 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 blah. It's multiverse. Every single scenario is possible.
It's true. It's just if it's a different multiverse, like I want a little difference because it's different, just slight. Like, give me something.
Not about what you want.
Shut up. What are your thoughts on?
I definitely think, like in terms of, is it crisis or is it picking and choosing? I think it's picking and choosing. I think it would be dope if, like, even to the point of somehow they were like, oh, well, accidentally, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man also came to this one, and we have 2 Peter Parker. You know, it's a animated Spider-Verse movie type of scenario almost, where this one comes in, and like, what it would be really cool to actually get to see Andrew Garfield like sacrifice himself or something and die in this, like, in the MCU would be dope. But I definitely think they're going to pick and choose. I sadly think anything we've seen Sony do in recent years and what's coming up will be picked and chosen, you know, in the sense of Morbius, in the sense of Venom. You know, but at the end of the day, we'll just have to see. I don't think Miles Morales will even be a part of any of this yet. I think the point of Miles will be
too soon.
I think they want Tom to eventually get to the correct age to then bring in a Miles.
Yeah.
And like, it's the long game.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm at there. Because can you imagine a 15-year Tom Holland Peter Parker then gets a Miles Morales to, like, we would be so invested. It would be incredible. It would be RDJ in Endgame or Hugh Jackman in Logan type of scenario where we all of a sudden have this incredible character who's now the older one type of thing. So,
speaking of, quick, before we get to you guys, really quick question. Do you think that rumor shit is true about him in Deadpool 3?
Who?
Hugh Jackman saying he wants to have a small part in Deadpool 3, or like a cameo type thing.
I mean, sure, they could do a cameo if they want, but it won't be like he won't be Wolverine, I don't think.
Oh, that's what the things are saying, like a Logan type.
No
cameo,
unless it's before they bring Deadpool over. Because I also think that somehow Deadpool will be brought over into the MCU through this multiverse stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely, like, for sure. But yeah, I guess he's.
But the MCU wants their own Wolverine at some point. They don't want Hugh Jackman's.
Yeah, I know, which is unfortunate.
But Deadpool could bring in Hugh Jackman, the actor, and him be like, "Hello," and like, play Wolverine, mate.
Wow, that's what's happening. Okay, I'm so sorry, Hugh. That was.
Yeah, I'm no Hugh.
Wow,
I am Logan.
Jesus Christ. This is. We're gonna move on.
4.
4. Okay. Didn't even ask. Okay, so number 4 is. Drum roll, please. What are you doing? You're slacking on the job, Pimpin'. That was interesting. Jay King.
Hey.
Excuse me.
Oh, whoa.
What you got going on there, Pimp? It's a red light district. You over there looking all suave with your hat? What is happening?
Awesome.
Oh, he's not in that room doing all that. I don't know what's going on.
He's got the eye now.
Oh, the eye of Agamotto.
Well, I've had this for a while. So, and you guys are not the only ones to react to it like that. I literally had a call in with Akasan like a couple days ago, and he thought I was in a strip club. So
yeah, you look like evil J King.
Right, multiverse J King.
Kingpin. Pimp Daddy.
Pimp Daddy King. Right.
I have it like this. I have it like this because of Carnage. Okay.
Oh, that's true. Okay, got you.
Yeah, I thought it was sex, but all right, that works too. But all right, brother. So what's going on? What do you and Edith have for us today? What's happening? Like,
well, I got in a couple minutes ago, but I did see what you guys were discussing. Knives Out, which, by the way, I'm going to make that real quick. One of my favorite movies of all time. I really only saw it at the first place because of 007 and Chris Evans himself, but it quickly became one of my favorite movies of all time. Got the damn thing right here, and I cannot wait for the sequel, especially after they said Dave Bautista is going to be in it. Can't wait to see what he does. Why do I have a feeling he's going to be the one who done it? But we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, and also quickly to talk about, I've already had this discussion about the whole Black Superman thing. It's like, I'm okay with it in ways. I get why some people wouldn't be okay with a whole Black Clark Kent, mainly when it comes to, like, the whole thing with Warner Brothers and how they've been treating things, and also the fact that they dropped this on Henry Cavill's birthday, which was a real shitty move.
I forgot to mention that. Right.
Yeah. But in all honesty, I'm fine with it because, again, there is a multiverse. There is obviously one world where Clark Kent said, "Nah, I'm going to the dark side." So, as long as the story is good,
So he
I am
became black.
perfectly okay. As long as the story is good, I am perfectly okay with it. But to talk on the main topic of Venom, Let There Be Carnage, saw the trailer yesterday, loved it. I think the look for Carnage is good. It was hard to tell in some lighting because it looked like bright red in one, and then at that whole ending part, it looked like the usual dark red, kind of black in there a little
Shadowing.
bit.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm excited for many things. I'm very excited to see if this is potentially the movie where Venom gets, the Venom logo on him, because they didn't have that in the first movie. So we'll see if that happens. But my question in regards to Venom is actually, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about this, but that ending parts in the trailer where Carnage is spread out, he's about to attack someone, primarily, most likely Eddie, and he's behind what looks like stained glass, looking like he's inside a church or whatever.
Correct.
Yep.
I've heard a lot of people talk about this, and I'm not sure if they would do this, but a lot of people have been talking about this because they think that it's a reference to a recent thing that's happened within the comic books, because Carnage has actually become a servant of an ancient being known as Null, who is actually the creator of the symbiotes, created the first ever symbiote, which, funny enough, is a kind of weapon that Gore has. So we'll see if Thor: Love and Thunder brings in the symbiotes into the MCU. I guess we'll see. But my question is, a lot of people think that maybe this is setting them up because in recent years, especially in the last couple of months, Eddie has had to deal with Null. He's literally had to face King in Black, basically. So do you guys think that if they could, because again, this is recent, this is like the last couple of years throughout the stories of Venom and also throughout the stories of Thor as well, do you guys think that if they wanted to, not saying for Venom 3 or like anything like that, but do you think they could set that up? And also, if Venom were to get his Venom logo, where do you think it would potentially come from? Would it be a side effect of Carnage? Would it be maybe us seeing what universe Spider-Man that is? How do you guys think that's going to go?
It's a great question.
Really good question. You have any thoughts on it, good sir? You like to divulge really quickly or no?
Yeah, I'll double in it a little bit. So, in regards to the first part I brought up, I think, especially with it being a new thing, who knows? They can maybe go the Null route, they maybe might not. I know a lot of people aren't really that much of a fan of it, even though it does bring a lot of good stuff to the Venom lore, especially, again, recent event called King in Black. Absolutely loved it. Eddie, let's just say Eddie is respected by the Avengers at this point, which if you're respected by the Avengers, you know that Eddie's been doing some great shit. So if they want to do that, I guess we'll see. But in regards to the symbol, I'm not sure. Maybe it could come from Venom being like, no, we're not what they think we are. And then just boom, symbol just pops out the chest or whatever. Or it could be Carnage trying to merge the symbiote with him. And then it's a reaction. It creates red on black makes white or whatever bullshit chemicals he's smoking at that moment. Or it could not happen in this. But then at the end of the movie, there's we see a plane drop down and J. Jonah Jameson comes out and says, Parker, get your ass out here. And Venom 3 be Venom meets Spider-Man. Because again, thinking about it from the first movie, there was a lot of time from when the symbiotes crashed to when Eddie finally met Venom, almost a good year. Anything could have happened in that we do not know yet. So maybe the black suit did meet Peter for a split second before it met Eddie. Who knows? Sure. So I guess we'll see. And depending on if that's Toby or Andrew or some new guy playing Peter Parker, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see.
Interesting. All right, good brother. Tell us, where can the people find you in your red light district? Bring protection.
Okay. So you guys can find me on Instagram, jking_GOZIO. That's my main account. My art account is AmazonArts_JKing. Don't have anything, but I might have something by the end of this week, again, depending on if I have time. Sweet. Otherwise, Twitter, you can find me at jking_01. Don't do much on there, but who knows, things might change in the future. And besides that, you can find me primarily on Akasan's Akasan_plays on Twitch, with the Red Dreaded Man himself. Usually help him out. I'm usually there most of the time, and I usually do a good majority of the thumbnails for him nowadays. So that's where primarily you can find me. If there's anywhere else, I will definitely let you guys know in the future. Just got done with my semester, so I definitely have some things I'm trying to take care of right now. So
good stuff, man.
All right, make sure y'all check out his OnlyFans while you're at it.
Yeah.
So
the red light.
Exactly. But all right, brother. Always a pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man.
Week and keep the conversation going. Stick around for a little bit, Bren. Until next time.
All right. See you, man.
Peace.
Okay.
When it
comes to this Venom thing, I've got a couple things. So obviously, the smart thing to do is you've already made a Venom movie without the logo. Don't care about the logo. Save it for Spider-Man to where they just look at him and go, you know what? Kind of like that, or something, and be like, oh, you think you're the only Spider-Man? Like, well, look at this. Now I'm Spider-Man too. Like, oh, I can do web-like shit and like just messing with Peter in a way. But I will admit, I think they put this in the trailer for a reason, and I'm terrified. It looks like it could be Cletus, and there's a spider on the desk, and he smashes it.
Smashes it down.
What if they make it to where he is afraid of spiders? And he's like, oh, you don't like spiders? And they give him this logo in the most dumb ass way imaginable.
I will probably rage in the theater if that happens.
Yeah.
I'm like, trust me, I understand being afraid of spiders. Trust me, we'll never argue that shit ever.
Yeah. No, of course.
That's the reason you get the Spider-Man logo.
I'm nervous.
You know what? I would actually love that. I would find that hilarious because it would be strictly on some troll shit on my part.
Yeah,
for sure. Because everyone running around crying, like I said, here's the Spider-Man. Here's your logo. Here's how we got it. Now sit with that. I would love that. Actually, that'd be the only time I'd be a troll. Right. I'd hate the decision wholeheartedly, but I would love the effect it would cause.
Yeah,
and I would just laugh.
It'd be hilarious. Yeah,
it would be hilarious. But no, that's the quick and simple answer is the only best way to do that is when it gets to the MCU.
Yeah,
and then rock that shit out. That's the only way.
Yeah.
All right, brother. So
your choices also when it comes to like the whole Thor thing, possibly somehow being an introduction to the symbiotes, if we somehow don't get Tom Hardy's Venom and all that shit in the MCU at all, sure, please, by all means, introduce it in a different way. I just think Sony's going to force it, but I would prefer Venom stay on his own. And later, way down the line, maybe we do symbiotes after he's long gone. But anyway.
Touche.
Yes.
All right, brother. Your choices are 1.
Okay.
And 1.
Oh, let's go with Uno.
All right, I thought you.
Let's do it.
Say that just in case. Sir Ronan, who is currently unchained. Are you ready?
Has he ever been chained?
No idea.
Oh man!
Oh my God,
man!
Coming in with the mutton chop. Excuse me.
It's okay. I did not think I was gonna get that introduction. I'm like, oh my gosh, where are we going with this? Boys, my brothers from another mother.
What is that?
John, like yourself, I also got not my second shot, my first shot of the vaccine. So I survived and I did not faint or anything like that. So
welcome.
Good.
Yes. I agree with everyone's thoughts on the Knives Out stuff. I love that movie. That's my favorite Rian Johnson film. I saw it late just because I felt that if I was going to walk into that place, one of the first things I was going to hear was Last Jedi this. I was like, I don't even want to hear that during Thanksgiving. I'll wait to it. Sure. I didn't get spoiled, and everybody in that movie popped. I don't care if it was Jamie Lee Curtis or if it was Don Johnson. Everyone had a moment. I'm like, yes, Ryan, do this. And then now with Dave Bautista and Edward Norton joining, I'm like, oh, please. Like I said, Jason Momoa as a therapist, I want to see that so bad.
Especially if he like played it straight up and was just Jason Momoa as a therapist, it would be incredible. Yeah, exactly.
Right. I made progress today. Oh, like, all right, that's good for you, buddy.
and we've got. I like to think that the last Friday's episode of The Bad Batch was excellent. That was my favorite episode thus far.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh man, you guys don't know. It's so good.
Okay. I gotta watch it.
I'm too far behind.
I know he's gonna wait forever, but I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Now, since you guys haven't seen it, my question was in relation with Bad Batch, but I'll throw this in this element without spoiling stuff. That you've seen the trailers for Bad Batch.
Sure.
You kind of get a sort of sense of where this takes place in the timeline.
Sure.
Is there an element that you would like to see pop up in the show that you don't think the marketing has revealed so far? And I can say they haven't revealed stuff that I would want to see in that show right now, because there's going to be a few episodes we're going to get from that show. I was wondering, what's an element you'd like to see in the show?
Okay, that's a great. Yeah,
I think that's primarily towards you.
Correct.
What's
your
I'll
thoughts?
try to chime in. What are your thoughts on that? Given you're the expert on this as of now.
Okay, so all I'll say is it's as episode 3 events are occurring, it starts off with that, and then we go forward. I think for me, from what I've been receiving of stuff with the canon, I would love to see Crimson Dawn or Darth Maul's Syndicate on the world right now. I think that has been my favorite element of him right now, that he's come back for the past few years. He's like, oh yeah, besides being an apprentice, he was also a crime lord. And how was that? How was the crime world seen during the glory days of the Empire? I want to see how bad how that is. And the Bad Batch have that rebellious side to them, and it's like, oh, how would they go against anybody in the smuggler area of that time frame? I just love the smuggler element in the Star Wars universe.
Sure. That's a great answer. Oh fuck. Okay. Oh, is he frozen?
No, I'm still here.
No, but John, look at John.
John, what did I do? What did I say? Why are you mad at me? What the heck? I want to see the Lakers play the Brooklyn Nets. What's this? Oh my god,
he's frozen. Oh, I have your shirt, by the way. I'm guessing that I'm just looking into his eyes right now. It's kind of terrifying. He looks like he's about to sneeze.
The eye something. Of the
tiger. But no, that's a great question. I'll just start because I actually don't have control to like move people, so I'm just gonna leave you in here because he's gone. Okay. He's a piece of shit. So I'll just answer. I think you have a great idea, because especially now that they've had this planned, but our boy Maul in live action, the actor's kind of a piece of shit, so we might not get him live action like I wanted. So if they were to say, sadly we've already seen his death, but like Maul all the way in animation, like let's really dive into that, because I do think Bad Batch would be a fantastic, they're already a grungy group.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they become the heroes to people that are kind of similar to him, to them, I think that'd be awesome, and it does fit really well. That would be dope.
You've seen Solo, right, Logan?
Yes, exactly. So that's what I was going to say to him, because he hasn't seen Solo, but he has watched this. He's watched the scene with Maul, but I don't think he knows that that's like what Crimson Dawn is and all that.
The connectivity.
Knight said he can't move anything.
Oh.
You're able to. You need to hold the power button on your computer and just shut it off and come back in here. It's so crazy that we're still on. That's so wild. But the other thing I guess would be possibilities of like the beginnings or some sort of like tease of what Obi-Wan could have in his Disney Plus show. Because that it does take place, I want to say it's a decade after
8 years. 8 years, I believe.
So it's far behind, but if they, wherever the, finale of Bad Batch season 1 takes us, or, it could end up being seasons of Bad Batch down the line where we actually do get closer to that time period, but they could do something where, oh, there you went. Obi-Wan, is obviously on missions that he's having to do in terms of getting Luke where he needs to go and stuff like that. And then he's got a story to tell in between just when Obi-Wan starts. So I could see them bringing him back in some capacity, especially since we already know that we don't know for sure, but I'm pretty positive we know that Obi-Wan live action will have Clone Wars flashbacks.
That would be a missed opportunity. Yeah. I've said it since the Ahsoka episode of Mandalorian that I love Rosario and I want her to continue that torch with her show, but I would, in my own self way, honor what Ashley Eckstein has done for the character for the past decade and a half, and be like, you know what? just give her one scene in Obi-Wan with as young Ahsoka Tano. She could do the voice as a young Ahsoka Tano with Hayden on one side and Obi-Wan just walking. Just be like, there we go.
Yeah,
the bridge is complete. Boom.
It would work incredibly well for sure.
Yes.
I could definitely see that being the case, and it's, I also, it sucks to say, but they wouldn't bring Hayden back if they weren't going to show his face.
Yes,
And
that would. Don't keep a mask on all the whole time.
Right, and even though it would be cool, I don't think so that's why I think flashbacks, because I don't think they could do the incredible stuff that we got from Ahsoka versus Vader, where it cuts half of his helmet off and you see Anakin through it.
Yeah,
that's so good. And even though it would have been awesome in live action, they've already used it in animation. It worked beautifully.
Yes,
I'm saying all this because I don't think Knight can hear me right now. Oh, there he is.
Yes, I can.
He's back.
What happened?
I don't know. Everything just stopped. I'm like, what is going
Just
on?
completely froze.
To the Force.
Like, were you typing to me through your phone on?
Yeah.
Okay, I figured. Gotcha.
I was like,
that's funny.
Know what's going on. Everything just stopped and froze and was being dumb.
Very interesting.
So hopefully, I don't know what's going on.
That worked because the question wasn't really for you since you haven't seen anything.
Yeah, no, I was listening the whole time. I was like, yeah, I know what's going on.
I will say, because I also haven't edited my Bad Batch episode 1 reaction yet for YouTube, but I enjoyed it. I'm interested to see where it takes us, so I'm definitely going to watch episode 2 and see what that story is, because I'm already interested in the little new character that we've got and what she means to things. So,
John, are you intrigued with that era of Star Wars? Or are you
right after Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah,
kind of during it.
I mean, sure.
I mean, he doesn't really know. Yeah,
right.
He doesn't know what
in
to
no
be
position.
Okay.
Right.
Because I'll tell you what, man. The animated series, the content that animation has done, it just everything of prequels dialed up to 11.
Clone Wars. If you push yourself to get through Clone Wars, you'll be happy. Very happy person.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Well, good, Ronan.
Thanks for hanging out with
company. Right.
Absolutely. I'm honored. Absolutely.
Thank you for holding the show down.
Yeah.
That shit went crazy.
I was sitting there I was like, God damn, he's staring me down for a while.
Because that's the thing that was confusing me, because I'm like, on my end, I was moving. I'm like, am I froze? Like, I don't see what you're talking about.
So you were still watching me move and talk.
Yeah, you guys were
while
still
you
moving.
Were frozen.
But see, on my end, I wasn't even frozen either. I was still moving up when I was talking. I was like, what is he talking about?
How weird.
But then it actually went and stuck, and then I went back on the phone and saw what I looked like. I was like, oh, wow. That's okay. I guess that's happening.
That was
right
funny.
Now.
I saw you calling out the double chin. You looked fine.
It's hard. I hate the shit.
Great, man.
All right. Ronan, thanks for holding it down, brother. Yes. See you next week.
For sure.
Stick around. Keep the conversation going. And thanks for holding it down again, brother. Where can people find you?
Yes, please.
Oh, thank you. People can find me at Ronan Unchained on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. I've been doing the Bad Batch reactions. Hopefully, Loki coming down the road will be quite an experience. I don't know how long I can never tell how long the Bad Batch series is going to be, but this year is going to be quite a year for content of just watching and discussing, and then leading up to Book of Boba Fett, which is man, whew. But yeah,
we're getting some good stuff, man.
All right, brother. Well, y'all know where to find them.
Yep.
Go check them out. Show that love and support. All right, brother.
All right, Ronan. Thanks so much, man.
Until next
Appreciate
week.
it.
Peace.
All right.
Wow.
We got anybody else?
I didn't even no, that's it.
Okay.
So
that
I'm
was
gonna
really
send
funny.
the link one more time. If anybody wants to, you can, but that'll be the last time it goes up, and then we'll just hang out with y'all. Bro, I don't know what like I didn't know any of that was happening. I was
Brooklyn Doctoria said plot twist. He was really just standing there. Oh man, it's so good.
It's funny. It's wild.
Yeah, that was his tryout to be the Rock in a younger version.
Right.
There he is.
I didn't want to do that. Where'd it go? Oh, it went down. Someone want to comment.
There we go.
Someone wants to start a firefight through the stair would defeat anyone. That's
correct. They got no chance. No chance at all.
Yeah, so I'm trying to start the smolder. Some Jumanji type shit. But I was confused. Like
that was interesting. If that happens to me, let me know. Because I was looking at him, so I didn't even know. I was like, I feel like he hadn't moved in a while, and so I finally started looking at you. I was like, oh, yeah, he ain't moving. So that's funny.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. But
he's gone again. What is this? I'm gonna have to start logging in as admin so we can keep this thing rolling. If he what in the world is happening? He dipped. I can't see him. Let's see. He'll start typing in the chat here in a second. He gone, bruh. Gone. What the fuck? I know, PC down bad. Yeah, he needs to. It was Agatha all along. There he is. What's up, man?
I don't know what happened. Like my computer's trying to do all this weird shit and update and protect software shit. I'm like, stop giving me so many things. Just shut up.
What just happened? Did you accidentally close out of the internet?
No, there was something saying, "Oh, protecting whatever, finish whatever." I'm like, yeah, just get the hell out of my face. And then it shut this down. I'm like, oh my god.
Well, welcome back.
This is just right. Thank you. Yeah. It's good to be back.
Something tells me that you're trying to tell me something, and I think you're done with the show.
That's the end of the show. Right. I'm like, Jesus. Apparently, he doesn't want me to continue this.
Left faster than the original roadie.
Wow. That's
got paid a lot less too, man. Sorry.
Right. A hell of a lot less, if not fucking at all. So that fucking sucks. All right, we could take a few minutes, like I said, to talk with you guys in the comments before my fucking laptop decides to shut down again and kick me out. We'll see. Shara Carr is putting her power broker abilities to work. Yeah.
I saw somebody squad said Thanos snapped his finger. Just poof, you gone.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
See ya.
That's very much true. I had some beef with that man. We'll see.
And then John, do you know Icon? Do you see what Kenya King is talking about?
Zac Efron is Wolverine. Negative.
How would you be? You don't like that? Okay.
Nope, I do not. What Icon? Jaden Smith? What?
Do you know that character?
No, I'm not familiar. Probably if I see. I'm trying to find a comment of what do you mean of Icon?
So Kenya King, I think he's.
Oh, look up Icon in the meantime. Is that what
So what I think his point is basically instead of doing a black Superman, you could introduce a new character called Icon. I probably see because seeing as how Warner Brothers, Warner Brothers and DC is just fucking up. They could kind of
DC Icon.
But I don't know. It's interesting to think about.
Okay. Interesting costume.
Yeah. I'm more interested in the Static Shock shit. I'm excited for that.
A lot of people are saying, this speculation that Stranger Things kid is attached to it.
I think that makes sense because I think Marvel missed out on making him fucking Miles Morales, man. You could have done some good shit with that, but obviously I think they're going to wait. They're going to try to wait for Miles. So that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. For sure. I don't think I would have liked him as Miles anyway. I don't know.
Really?
I think I would have wanted somebody else for Miles. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
He does fit for Static Shock though.
Yeah, I can see Static. Like for sure.
Yeah.
But Miles, I don't know. But all right, I think this might be a good spot to end it.
The end.
Yes, because it's doing a little glitchy shit. So I want to get it out.
I know. I see it. Yeah, your frame rate's real bad right now.
Oh, that's awesome. I don't know what my laptop is doing, to be honest with you.
So I will tell you during this as well, I got something that came up and said, hey, you have an update. And so yours might be trying to restart to finish an update. And it's all wonky. So you just need to kind of reboot and let it do its thing.
Yeah, probably.
All right. IT guy coming out of me.
Right. Exactly. But anyway, guys, thank you so much, even with the bullshit towards the end.
Yes.
For sticking in and hanging out with us for this latest episode of the Film Cave, episode 23. Got that Jordan, so we're doing all right. So that's the true GOAT. But we want to thank you for watching us live.
Jason Richardson.
For watching us on right. For watching us on playback. We thank you. do make sure you subscribe to the channel. Again, support content creators and all who you've heard from today. Support artists and original content. Do not be a part of the norm. If you can watch, you can subscribe.
Correct. And if you're watching on my stream, John's channel is in the description. So please check him out. He's the shit, as you know.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And then also, shout out to Brooklyn Noctorious and Squad for those donations. Y'all are the shit. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate you.
So much love. Thank you so much. That was much, much, much appreciated. And another here first on the Film Cave.
Correct.
2 weeks in a row, we're getting some firsts. I love it. Thank you so much, guys. We're going to be more appreciative. Sir Logan, where can the people find you?
That would be Logan Swish over there on the tubes of you. Also, Logan_Swish on Twitter. Twitter is my shit. I don't really use any other social media at all. So definitely check me out on there, which has been above me this whole time. But yeah, Logan Swish on Twitter or on YouTube. Thanks.
Yes, sir. And his channel will be linked in the description box below as well. Get ready for them damn Watchmen reactions. All right.
Yes. I might go edit that right now.
As well, you should. As fast and quick as possible. That is prioritize. But no. But yes, guys, so you can catch me right here as always on the Night Entertainment. We have tons of content and live shows here on the channel from, we have Night's Corner, we have, Live at Night, we have the Film Cave. So literally the whole week is filled with this face. So always going to be giving you something. And if I can't make a show, I like to try to do the best that I can. So apologies, I did not make Night's Corner yesterday. It was a horrible day, but we'll be back next week. Yes, sir. So with that being said, again, hit that thumbs up. Really helps the channel reach a lot more people. Hit the notification bell to be reminded whenever our handsome faces are popping back up in the latest installment of the Film Cave. It is your boy, Night.
And I'm Logan.
We'll see y'all in the cave. Peace.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.